what I would say, okay, the nutrition deficiencies, the easy nutrition deficiencies around the world, like iron, like magnesium, like vitamins. And we are trying as much as we can, along with the mass consumed products, like Milo, for example. Milo contains vitamin B and iron. So whoever consumes Milo or iron and wants to have it, by drinking a cup of Milo, they have fulfilled most of their nutritional needs from that point of view. So I think it's all how you build it up. It can be easy steps by fortification on deficiencies that specific population has, specific group has. For example, in Africa, in some places, for example, iodine is a deficiency. So maybe in your chicken cubes you put iodine to help you to build the whole thing. So I think, so we're looking to the future, but also looking to the present by how we do that. And on the rural side, we do quite a lot of work. That's why we sponsor in New York. Normally we have we give away a prize which is based on certain criteria rules. You can go to the website and you see them all on how we recognize people which are doing rural development. So some of the things we've seen here today are embedded in some of the aspects of what we're doing. So that's what we say creating shared value.
In terms of health, as the silver age growing, as well as the diabetic population is growing as well. You have seen reports recently. Is Nestle doing research as well as developing more new products for diabetics? Diabetics may ask for, is there any diabetic Milo?
Oh, well, look, I think the way you need to approach it is a bit different. It's not that suddenly you put a product and then that's it. You have specialized products for these type of needs. And that's why we have Nutrition, Health and Science, which have already in the market products in milk-based fiber format, which are for diabetic people. On the other side, hypertension and other things, everybody's focusing on one side, diabetics, but there's a lot of issues there, hypertension, heart health. For example, if you take Singapore, one of the biggest issues, the government has been able to stabilize the diabetes and the other elements. One issue they've not been able to stabilize is blood pressure, hypertension, and that comes by the usage of salt. So, do we have a low-salt version of our Maggi chicken cube? Yes, we have. Right? People have to eat more and more, how can I say, more and more whole grain. We have a whole range of whole grain in our breakfast cereals, whole grain in our cereals, and we're going to launch a whole grain noodles. Now, the problem is you fight between an intent and the good to have, and that's why we work with the Health Promotion Board, for example, here in Singapore, to define these things and get people to move into that direction. The problem is the primary reason why people eat is because taste should be good. So the challenge sometimes is when you start removing some of the components or you start replacing is the taste element. So taste for us is the primary thing which we need to change things, but keeping in mind it needs to taste good as the normal food.
With regards to water, the world is now running out of water. Is Nestle looking into ways and how to produce more water?
If you have been reading recently, we have been winning a Platinum Award on packaging. And we did this by optimizing our factories, optimize our packaging material. So we're really looking into any areas where we can improve sustainability. Water, for example, we're looking into the water consumption of our factories. So how much water we need for XYZ type of manufacturing. It's clear that water is a big concern because water goes also on the agricultural elements, how much water you need to do that. That way the biofuels, you have to be very careful of pushing that too much because first you compete for land, which is precious, and they need water. So again, when you need to be very careful how you deal with all these things. It needs to be seen in a holistic way.
How does Nestle react to the price of rice? Does Nestle feel an impact when the price of rice?
We're not a big rice usage. In general, the raising of commodity prices is an issue. This has to do with the shift of the habits of people. Big countries like China and India becoming more wealthy, therefore switching from the traditional habits of certain type of food to other ones. So for example, in China, you know very well, there's this big issue of people moving from a certain type of protein to other proteins, and the pig farming is an issue. So I think again, you have to look to this whole thing holistically. It's not that we can influence the world. I think we know for sure commodity prices are going higher. Therefore, how do we use better the resources we have? It's a problem for everybody, not only for Nestle.